Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. My name's George, of course. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. And today we're just rounding up having a quick thought on the transfer window. And then there's some, news coming out this evening, Wednesday evening. It might be Thursday, whenever that you're watching this, that I'd like to discuss as well. So first of all, let's get straight into looking at the window. Before I do, though, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy watching my stuff. So yeah, obviously the transfer window closed on Tuesday evening, and it came without any news. There was no incomings, there was no outgoings on deadline day for Leeds United, but the incomings were a total of three. I don't count the young lad Diogo Monteiro. I don't count him because he's for the under-21 team. So we're looking at three, the three senior players, the three first-team players that came in. Of course, Max Vober, Jorginho Rutter, and Weston McKennie. I was going to say Neil Kilkenny. Yeah, Neil Kilkenny then for a second. Of course, Weston McKennie. So we'll start with Vober. Vober for me looks very, very good in the games that we've seen him in. Let me know what your comments are and your thoughts are of Maximilian Vober in the comments there. But yeah, he looks very good. Organised the defence in his short time in his few games that he's been in, although albeit some have been obviously against lower league opposition. But yeah, for me, looks really good. Looks to be probably the main CB now, the main centre back in our defence, usually probably alongside Robin Koch. Obviously, it will have to change for the Forest game, but he looks very, very good. Then on to Jorginho Rutter. I knew of Rutter a little bit beforehand when he was at Hoffenheim. Obviously, young player, only 20, made his debut at Accrington Stanley on Saturday. But yeah, I think again he looks very, very good. Can play out wide as well, which I think he might end up doing for the time being anyway. Or he can play up front, maybe as a front two, alongside Rodrigo, alongside Bamford. Maybe let's wait and see. He did that on Saturday, looked very, very good. But maybe needs to chip in with a few more goals. But, as we know, stats and goals to game ratios aren't everything. But that was a brilliant signing, really, as well. It's a club record signing, that one of Jorginho Rutter. Let me know what your thoughts are on him. Personally, like I said, I've enjoyed the business that Leeds United have done over this winter window. It's been really, really good. Obviously, we got onto Weston McKennie, who fantastic for me and can play very, very versatile. Can play anywhere really if you ask him to. He's a bit like Stuart Dallas, isn't he? It would seem in that sense, where very versatile. Likes the number 8 position, does he? Just behind the striker, perhaps. Maybe he'll take over from Aaron Aronson. Brendan Aronson, maybe he will take over Aronson's spot just for the moment. See how McKennie gets on. Give Aronson a little bit of a rest. Let's wait and see if that happens. But yeah, all in all, fantastic window. We've got a new spine to the team, if you like, haven't we? There, Wilbur in defence, McKennie in the midfield, and then Rutter up front. Some very smart business from Leeds United. Obviously out, we had Joe Gelhardt on loan to Sunderland, Cody Drama on loan to Luton Town, both in the Championship, and then Max Dean went out permanently to MK Dons, go managed by Jacko, of course. And then was there another one? I don't know whether there was actually. I don't think there was, but let me know if there was, if I've missed any out. But yeah, good. Well, obviously, click to DC United, but good because you know youth players, young players need game time, as we know, on the fringes of the first team, not quite ready yet. So I was, delighted to see those lads go out on loan. Personally, let me know in the comments, but I think we might have seen the last of Joe Gelhardt in a Leeds United shirt Hasn't been good enough for me so far in what we've seen, although in spells has been very, very good. But, recently when he's had opportunities, when he's had game time in the Premier League, don't think he really fits our system, if I'm being brutally honest. And I don't know where he goes really from there. From here, well, he goes on loan to Sunderland, whether he can get goals and come back and do well. Obviously, signed a long-term contract in the summer, didn't he? So the club will be wanting him to come back. Whether I'm not sure. I don't think it'll work out for Gelhardt. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Cody Drama played last night as I'm recording for Luton Town. They beat Cardiff, his old club, Cardiff, 1-0. By all accounts, had a very, very good game and has already endeared himself to the Luton Town faithful. If you have a Luton persuasion watching this, let me know how you felt he did last night in your 1-0 win. And yeah, that's about it. But, well, for the transfers. But what I'd just like to touch upon, to wrap up this video is Jack Harrison. Now, Jack Harrison, it's come out in The Athletic today, a piece by Phil Hay, that Jack Harrison was actually in Leicester last night, yesterday evening, to undergo a medical test was booked for Jack Harrison by Leicester City. He was at Leicester City's training ground, and Leeds United decided to pull the plug. Now, tell him before. What's wrong with telling him before he goes and travels to Leicester that, we've had this bid, we're going to change our mind, we don't want to sell you. We actually now they're looking at, keeping him, tying him into a new contract. If he signs a new contract, I think he's off in the summer. I think this might be another sort of Diego Llorente type deal. Obviously, Diego Llorente went as well. I forgot to mention that, didn't I? Llorente went to Roma. Let me know how you're feeling about that one as well. But yeah, look, it could be like this kind of deal where, up your value, because obviously with him having 18 months on his contract left, his value is depleting. Sign him to a new contract, fancy new 3-4 year contract, his value then would be high. We know about that. But obviously it's low, his price tag, because of the length left on his contract. But for me, you don't do this. You don't let your player go all the way to Leicester. Some people might say it's not far to Leicester. It's not the point how far it is. It could be, I don't know, not that it would go, but to Barnsley, say, I don't know, or Huddersfield. It's not about the time it takes to get there, because it's wasted time anyway. When he's going and he's booking in for medicals, he's expecting here, I'm going to be a Leicester City player at the end of this day, and Leeds United have allowed him to go down there, knowing full well they're not so sure, and the most likely outcome is that they're going to pull the plug on it. Have some respect for your player. Learn from the Dan James situation. They obviously haven't, and that to me is disrespectful to the player, to the man himself, Jack Harrison. And for me, I'd be wanting, it's our club, Leeds United, and everything like that. Maybe you're a Leicester fan watching. Let me know what you're thinking of this news coming out this evening. But yeah, for me, I wouldn't be happy about that if my employer treated me like that. Have some respect. Let the people know, the lad know in question what's going on. It's not fair, that. And for me, if I was Jack Harrison, I'd be looking at getting out at the earliest opportunity, and I wouldn't be signing any contract. That is for sure. Let me know your thoughts on this story this evening. But it doesn't sit well with me, this. I don't like the way that they've treated Jack there, because he's an important player for us. If you're not sure on selling him, tell him you're not going. If you're happy with that, that's great. But don't have him travel to Leicester, and as well for Leicester, thinking that they're going to get the player, booking in for medicals and all this, that, and the other, and then only then when sounds like he was, in the early stages of doing his medical, when Leeds United called up Leicester City and said, actually, no, we've changed our mind. Stop messing your player around and have some respect for him. Anyway, thank you for watching. Marching on together. Remember, like I said, to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Marching on together. See you on the next one.